is my pet peeve? My pet peeve is talking on the phone and another person is trying to talk to me. This aggravates me more than anything. I think it's my pet peeve because I think that it's very rude. I think it's interrupting. And I think that if you were in a room with these people, and I don't think you would stop on mid-sentence to say what you had to say. So why do it on the telephone? Some examples that I have found for this is someone asking multiple questions about something that could be asked when you get off the phone. My husband does this a lot. Half the time it's something as crazy as what I want for dinner. I think he goes all day without asking me any questions until I get on the phone, and then it's 5 or 6 questions. Drives me crazy. And another one is children acting wild and crazy and asking me numerous questions and saying, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy." I try to never use the phone around toddlers, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Another one is someone in the background of the opposing person's home. I have a friend that is all her boyfriend used to do. He would always chime in on her conversation. We could never get any alone time to talk, and half the time I didn't know who anybody was talking to. It can also cause an emergency to happen. There are a lot of safety issues that come with this. For instance, my mother and I were in town doing a little bit of shopping, and we were putting things in the back of my SUV when it started to pour down rain. I was talking on the phone. Really didn't need to be talking on the phone in the rain while I was putting stuff in the back of the SUV, but I was. And my mom was in my ear asking me a bunch of questions. I don't even remember what they were. And I slammed down the SUV back on top of her head. I about killed my mother in town, people. This is serious. I really feel as if a telephone conversation should be a moment that a person has undivided attention. You can miss very important information. If you've got someone in your ear asking you what you want for supper, and you're on the phone trying to figure out, what time you need to be at a doctor's appointment, you got a problem. You're going to show up the wrong day and all kinds of crazy stuff. I think there are many things that I could probably do to alleviate my frustration. I could choose to make my personal phone calls when my children are asleep, or perhaps when my husband is at home. And if it's an issue on the opposing end, I guess I could choose to call them back at a later time. But if it's absolutely necessary to make that phone call and it's an emergency, I guess I could just hide in my room, lock the door, and hope that nobody finds me.